I'll do upright rows and I'll do behind the neck press, but you gotta understand something, that my shoulders, and it's not that I'm perfect, but my shoulders are pretty damn good. They're stable. My shoulders set in the instantaneous axis of rotation. It moves smoothly in all directions. I have very little restrictions. And I take measures to make sure that I have very little restrictions in the range of motions in my shoulders. You know, I do lots of stretches. I've been recently doing yoga, which I found to be very helpful with thoracic extension and creating a situation where the shoulders are stable. That fucking downward dog sucks. But I tell you what, it really creates a solid foundation of structural integrity, especially in the shoulders. And not that I'm advocating or showing you what you need to do, but when you're in that position, you can look at somebody instantly and assess whether or not they've got strong, healthy shoulders by how far they can move through the range of motion and be stable. When you look at the downward dog, it's almost like you're looking at a solid overhead press, right? You're an Olympic lifter, right? Bang! What do they tell you? Drop your head, drop your chin, get it right over your head. So you want to make sure that you're doing things like that particular posture that facilitate really healthy shoulders. Do you understand? Then you're playing with a totally different animal. They're two different people. So for me to say to somebody with really sound structural integrity of their shoulders, not to do upright rows, not to do behind the neck press, it's like, why are you limiting this guy's capacity to grow stronger? What the fuck? Like, his shoulders are fine. But for me to, on the flip side, say to someone whose shoulders do not display integrity, that, hey, dude, I do these, you could do these, is asinine. It's like, have you seen this guy's shoulders? They're all fucked up, you can't do that. So the answer is a shitty answer. It depends. You see? So that's a big part of why I talk about neuromuscular strength. My advanced neuromuscular strength course, it's all about assessing the joints. Because it's like, I can't tell. Half of my videos is purely speculation and opinion, and it's like, but the fact is, I don't know, because I've never seen you, I've never assessed you, I can't give you a prescription for what's right or wrong. Do you see? So I don't have a belief. It depends. Does that satisfy?
Yeah. So you can do any exercise as long as you're doing it correctly, in a sense.
There's no such thing as a bad exercise. It's bad posture. It's a bad body. I say this all the time. It's like, it's not the exercise fucked up, you're fucked up. Right? It's a shame that it has to be that way, but the fact is, the problem is you. Right? Everybody likes to hear that shit. The problem is you. So for me to go around, and people are pleased with definitive answers. And that's why it's shocking to me that people like to listen to me. I can't give you a definitive answer. People are pleased with black and white. Well, is it yes or is it no? Should I do this or should I do this? I don't know. How does it work out for you? And that's another powerful statement or question. How's that working out for you? Is it working out well for you? It don't work for me, but apparently it's working well for you. Now let's be honest about the situation. People will say that, yeah, this is working out for me. You just look at them and you're like, no, it's not. That shit ain't working because they're all fucked up. But if you're looking at somebody and everything's going well, and they're doing something that you don't do, who am I to say it's the wrong thing? Apparently this shit is working for you. Does that make sense? It's more of a way of looking at it as opposed to black and white. You know, and you can carry that to any particular exercise.
I know that the shoulders are one of the most common injured body parts. So is it okay for the shoulder lifting in that motion, I guess? Because they say
they'll say it bumps up against the acromion and all that. Everybody's built differently. I know Joe DeFranco, you familiar with Joe DeFranco? He's like totally anti any of those type of shoulders. But if you dig deep, you realize he gives you this information about himself. Oh, the doctor says I have overly grown bones in there. Like basically he was born with deformed bones in there. It's like, okay, great, so you're deformed and that's not working for you. Now, can you really say that no one should do it? Right? I think he alluded to that fact also. He's a great coach and he makes a lot of sense. But basically he says, I can't do this. And it's because I'm deformed. You see? There are movements that, I can't say that there are movements that are unnatural, because my experience with yoga recently is like, the fuck are these pretzel movements that we're getting into? But yet they're ancient positions. What scientists can legitimately say, and this is where I get in trouble, that this is bad for you. But meanwhile, the yoga people have been doing it for 10,000 years. It's like, these people have been doing this for 10,000 years, and here you come with your lab coat and your pen, and you say, well, this is just not right. The fuck? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm not giving you a scientific answer. I'm not giving you a good answer, and I understand that. I see your resistance to it. But the answer is more of a position, a way of looking at it. How's it working out for you? And understand physiology and the biology of the individual. Understand what is supposed to be. And if you look at a joint and it's clearly deformed, you realize that, well, this person can't do it, but can we get him back into a neutral position? Can we get him back into the strongest version of himself? You see? And then proceed from there. Is that helpful?
Yeah.